Well, it is Thursday, which means it's time for another KCAU-9 Theater. So grab your popcorn for breakfast and join Scott and I as we review Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. Scott, thoughts?
Well, it's the fifth one of these. Can you believe it, Morgan?
Nope.
I mean, they've made a lot of dinosaur movies now, and I found this one to be pretty good. It kind of feels like it's split into two halves. The first one is very similar to Jurassic Park: The Lost World, which was also the second of the original trilogy, so it's kind of a rescue operation where they go back to the island and try to save some of the dinos from extinction. And that first half of the movie was, it felt like I was watching Sharknado or something. Just the stakes and the odds against the characters are just so stacked against them. I mean, you have just all this mayhem. You have a volcano going off. You have dinosaurs on the island. It just puts the characters in such unbelievable, dangerous situations. It feels like there's no way they could survive any of this stuff. And, well, they do. Spoiler, I guess. But the second half of the movie I thought was quite a bit better. It kind of turns into a monster movie, and it actually makes the dinosaurs scary again for the first time, really, since kind of the original, at least in my opinion. Like, they put, you know, the dinosaurs and the humans in kind of threatening positions, so I thought that it got better as it went along. What did you think?
Definitely. It took me a little bit to get into. I completely agree with you. First half versus second half, very different. It took me a little bit to get into the first half, but the second half, there was no room for boredom. Very far-fetched. Of course, the stuff is not supposed to be realistic, but incredibly far-fetched. A little bit scared. Call me a scaredy cat. I was on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, that
I had kids
Indoraptor,
behind me, and I was a little nervous for them. They're going to get nightmares. Parents, think twice before taking your kids to this.
Yeah, when I saw the movie, too, there were a lot of 5-, 6-year-olds in the audience, and I was thinking, man, there's going to be some late nights, some nightmares probably coming out of this one. But, yeah, there are some scary scenes, especially with that Indoraptor in the second half of the movie kind of chasing some of the characters around. So, you know, overall, I thought it was pretty good. It's a good continuation off of Jurassic World. You know, one of the things that I feel is kind of lacking in these new movies that was present, at least in the first one, is, like, the question, like, we created life, is this like the right thing to do? We now have dinosaurs chasing us. Like, it asks some more interesting questions, I think, whereas these are just like, well, there's dinosaurs now. Can we, like, turn them into weapons?
Right.
That's basically, you know, kind of the central question in these movies, and it's just not as intriguing, in my opinion.
And I mentioned to you earlier, it almost presents a bit of an ethical dilemma. So great, we're saving, you know, the species that's about to go extinct, but we're also altering them. We're also taking it into our own hands. So, little room for questioning there on the ethics, but all in all, I give it a 6 out of 9. I think it's worth seeing. It's a great continuation, and at the end, it leaves a little room for wondering. There's probably going to be another one. I think there will be another one. Yes, there's a good cliffhanger there at the end. I'm also going to give it a 6 out of 9. The first half, make sure you have your earplugs with you. I mean, it's a loud movie. The second half I thought was more entertaining and scary. Definitely. Well, Scott, what's on the docket for next week? Next week, we're going to see either Uncle Drew or Sicario 2. So 2 very different movies. We'll have a poll up on our Facebook page, so make sure to participate, and we'll have another review coming next Thursday. All right. We'll look forward to that.